So Cheray over here still working on She by Cheray. She done went over there to melanated fabrics, I think. First of all, she asked her son to be a part of it. I think he's going to be a part of it. I think he models and stuff, so whatever. But she ends up going over to some spot called Melanated Fabrics, and I just was like, Cheray don't know what the fuck she doing. She don't know what the hell she doing, girl. She just, she trying though, y'all. She trying. She done had one little spreadsheet or whatever this was, layout of what the clothing is gonna look like. She like Cheray don't know what the hell she doing. She trying. That's all I can say. Marlo and Cheray. So Michael wants to come home. He talks about how William don't want to do nan, but play the game, don't want to wash his ass, don't want to brush his teeth, don't want to do anything. And Marlo had the audacity to say that she called her sister and said, excuse me, I thought they were supposed to be getting structure there. Why aren't they getting any structure? Who the fuck are you? Do you know that you just sent these two boys to a woman that already has 4 kids, 4 boys already? I don't even think them boys is close in the age of William them. I thought they were like toddlers or younger. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And she a nurse? And do you know the hours that nurses work, especially during this time? And you over here talking about some motherfucking structure. Don't be trying to worry about what they structure looking like now when you didn't give a fuck about it when you sent them away. Okay, so let's not and say that we did. So I didn't like that. Okay, Marlo, you didn't give a fuck then. Now you trying to cure now, girl. Shut up. What else? So Marlo speaks on her being mad with Kandi because Kandi was pretty much Team Kenya. All right, that's why she's mad. Sonja wants everyone to have a +1 when they get ready to go on this trip or whatever. So she's saying that you don't have to bring a significant other or somebody you smashing on or whatever. You can just bring a good girlfriend. Okay, somebody else to keep you company. So Ace ends up having his 6th birthday party. So happy birthday to Ace. He's so cute. He's growing up so quickly. My goodness. Okay. And what else was interesting I thought about now as I'm talking to y'all about him? They up there talking about they trust and they wheels and everything and who's going to get what. And they ain't even bring Ace into the room. Maybe they already got Ace and Blaze figured out. Maybe they already got them figured out. But anyway, so Kenya and Drew came through and they brought the kids. Okay. So Kandi is upset at this point because y'all know she was doing this play on Broadway that ended up getting shut down. It got shut down because of C-19. So she's really upset about it. She cries about it in the confessional because she wanted to create space for other individuals that want to get into that field and make it to Broadway and stuff. You know, when Kandi do stuff, she really do be doing it with a lot of people in mind. She really don't be doing it just for herself. She do it for a lot of other people, okay, to come up as well. So I understand her being upset about it, but I'm just like, Kandi, I wouldn't cry too much longer about it because if you did it then, you can do it again in my head. So yeah, and then at a later time, we saw that another opportunity came in front of her for her to kind of do something like this again, right? So the ladies talk about Blue Ridge and how Drew is a ball carrier, literally a ball carrier. Kenya gets a call from Sonja. Sonja wants to reiterate to Kenya, like, hey, we're having this trip to Jamaica, but I want to be clear. I want to be clear. It is a couple's trip, okay? It is a couple's trip. And Kenya said, girl, I ain't got time. Hung up. I was like, yes, Kenya, hang up in her face. Girl, get to the point. What you want? Get to the point. Girl, you could have sent her this through a text message, to be honest. You really didn't have to FaceTime this lady. Sitting up there with that mess. Kenya hung up on her. I said, yep, hang up on her. I ain't mind it at all. Okay. So Marlo goes to the therapist, girl. She couldn't even get her ass warm in the seat good enough before she bust out in tears and started crying and feeling like she's overwhelmed. And she gave him the backstory on her nephews and how she ended up getting them and having custody of them and stuff. And then she talks about how she kicked them out the house or whatever. And then he over there looking at her like she crazy, like you want them to have all this structure and stuff and be a certain way, but it's gonna have to start with you. You got to show them what it is you want from them. Okay. So yeah, she says that she's going to bring them back into the home. I love that he told her about them feeling abandoned, because I'm like, that's the thing. You love bringing up you being a foster child and talking about all this other stuff as though you weren't abandoned. So how you think these boys feel? You bring it up enough that you should know. That you should know that you just put them out the house and they got to go stay with their aunt for a month or whatever. Like, of course, they're going to feel like they did something wrong. Okay. But anyway, so Kandi and Todd. So, of course, they talk to Kayla and Riley about their trust and stuff. So Todd says when it comes to the New Jersey crib, he going to leave that to Kayla. But he says that he doesn't want to give them all of the money at once. He want to give them lump sums over time. And I kind of agree with Todd on that, so that you can make sure you got some money in the long run, like you got bread. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of agree with that versus giving you everything up front. Or maybe if he gave them a few meal up front, and then when you get to this age, you'll get the other meal, the remaining portion of it, or something like that. Yeah, I kind of saw where he was coming from with that, because if you ain't got the business mindset like your parents do, like, you may F it off. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do. So Riley and Kayla, though, they both believe that Ty is not going to be fair when it come down to like trust and stuff like that, because the girls live so differently. It's like Kayla has to work twice as hard for her stuff, whereas Riley is just giving things. So even though they have come together and they have married, they still, parent their kids completely different. I kind of don't think that's fair 100% for Kayla. I don't know if he gives her things, but it's like, do she got to work for everything though? Now that you got money, like, do she? And she your only child? Well, no, I'm lying. I'm sorry. She's your oldest child, but you have those two younger ones. But do she have to, like, really, like, you can't just pass her a few things? Like, she got to work. I guess, like, I know you want her to have that, so if something were to happen to you, she know how to get out here and get it. But I mean, come on, life shouldn't be that damn hard now. Anyway, and he talking about he got this high expectation for his daughter. I wonder where Todd gets this mindset from, having this high expectation for her. I wonder if he gonna have the same expectation of Ace when Ace gets that age. I'm just wondering. What else? So Kandi says that because they think so differently, she says she doesn't trust that he will make the right decisions as she would make them. And Ty gets upset and walked off. But I'm like, Kandi, not lying. You're not. Your own daughter sat up here and called you out. We in America are calling you out because we just see how you operate and how you are. Like, you're not. It's just going to be drastically different. And that's definitely going to drive a wedge between you and Riley should anything happen to Kandi. Okay. What else we got going on? Todd and Kandi again. So he's still in his feelings. So he go over there to her office. He's still mad about it because he didn't like that she said that she don't trust that he's going to make the same decisions as she would. Okay. So he does admit that he wouldn't do things as she would. And I'm glad that he did admit that, and says when it comes down to it, which is to me the best thing that you could do, Kandi, you create your structure and what you want to pass down to who and how it needs to be given to them. So ain't nobody got to come to me. And Todd, you could do the same thing. Okay, so y'all just, handle it separately but together, and let's call it a day. So this is when Kandi presents to him the new opportunity of being a producer for a new Broadway play. And I think somebody told her that they didn't think that she should do it. Like, you may not want to risk it because of this or because of that. And Todd tells her, like, why you can't? Like, why can't you have three shows that you've done? Like, yeah, the other two closed, but why can't you have another one that's going to happen on Broadway? And the way he, to me, poured into Kandi, I love that so much. I said, come on, Todd. Like, it just reminded me of how my guy is with me when it comes to things that I want to do. Like, I love that, okay? And just seeing Kandi's face melt, I said, girl, that be me too, girl. Yes, ma'am, Kandi. She went over there and had to sit on that man and give him a hug. I was like, okay, Todd, that's what I'm talking about, Like, that's the risk that you take when you're going into business and you're doing stuff, like, she ain't got the money and she can't make it back or whatever the case is. So, if this is what you want and you're so down and out, then why not try it? And understand that when it comes to C19, it ain't your fault. It ain't like the tickets weren't selling or anything like that. It's because of inevitable events that took place. Like, it is what it is. So if you want to try, girl, it ain't never stopped you from doing stuff before. So don't let it stop you now. So it is what it is. Anyway, I absolutely love that. So Sonja had this dry ass party. Sonja had this dry ass party. So the ladies done arrive. Oh, first of all, one thing Monyetta gonna do, Monyetta may not get a lot of screen time, but one thing Monyetta gonna do is sit pretty. And I want them to show her more. Let her talk more, interact more, but then I don't want to dislike Monyetta the way I feel about Fatum. I was so glad Fatum didn't make it into this episode, girl. I was so glad. So it's like, maybe I'll just take Miss Monyetta as we take her right now, okay? Because she literally comes in as a friend. She don't say too much. She don't do too much, girl. She mind her business. Hey, girl, what's going on? Don't call her a dog. Oh, okay, that's cute. Like, that's good, okay? But when you get up here with the Fatum and stuff, girl, we're going to have a problem. But anyway, so Monyetta is there. there. Kenya arrives, and she even spoke to Marlo. Marlo was not featuring her. It'd be so funny though how they are. They are just so funny to me because one of them is up and the other one's down, and then when the other one's up, the other person's down. Like last week, Marlo rushing to speak to Kenya, Kenya not rushing to speak to her. Kenya comes in, hey Marlo, Marlo barely want to speak to her. Like it's just so funny how they just be so up and down. So what else? Kenya comes in, she's checking out Sonja's house, immediately starts shading the home and the trees, okay? The fake trees. Kenya, you are really good at home decor and you're really good at home building. I do not know why you have not created your own brand or, you know, some type of decor line or some type of sheets. Maybe you don't want to do sheets because Portia is doing sheets, but maybe you could do pillows or something. Like, I'm surprised you just have not created your own thing. I know you got the hair. I know that's good and stuff, but if you got an eye for certain stuff like home decor and whatnot, like why not lean more into that? I think that you should. Anyway, so Sonja wants to have this conversation with Kenya about her hanging up in her face. And Sonja really couldn't have the conversation like she wanted to have it because when she was talking to Marlo and them, she was talking like she was really finna get in Kenya's tail. Girl, no, she didn't. I had to laugh it off. But Sonja really didn't want to have no smoke with Kenya for real. I don't think she wants that. So that's why she kind of laughed it off. Like, you know, whenever we have an issue, like let's talk about things instead of hanging up on each other. And Kenya was like, well, girl, whenever you're talking about some humbug, I'm gonna have to hang up on you because you was being very condescending, you know, with your tone. And I really didn't appreciate that. And I'm just at a place where I'm not gonna let nobody else disrespect me, especially after my husband has sat up here and disrespect me. And Sonja said, well, girl, if you would have gave me a chance, honey, I was gonna let you know that, hey, you don't have to bring just any old guy. You could just bring a friend or whatever. But it looked like Kenya gonna bring any old guy on this trip. But anyway, we just gonna see how that, you know, brings out. And when she was, you know, we're gonna see how that plays out. But when it comes to a friend, she was talking about like a homegirl or something. So yeah, that's where we at. What else happened? So Cheray comes. The ladies immediately saying happy birthday to Cheray. So that was cute, I suppose. But what I didn't like was when she got on the photo booth and it wasn't working. First they said 20 minutes. Then they trying to make it work and it's still not working. Girl, I said, ooh, this is horrible. This is horrible. So they also clowning the party, the food. They feel like the food was dry. Kenya didn't like the twist top wines, and girl, it just was. It wasn't that great, but it was cute. It was decent. It was decent. So Drew, they talk about the trip and how Drew had these bones that she was packing and how she had them toting around with her. She was throwing them out or whatever she was doing. So she says that she likes to be ready. And Cheray something, but you weren't ready that night. I'm like, girl, she was definitely ready. You keep giving Fatum more credit than what she need. Like, girl, calm down. Calm down. Like, you keep giving Fatum more. And no, ma'am. So Drew says people like to throw rocks and hide their hands. And then Cheray tells her that she throwing tomatoes at her. Now, that I hollered at. Okay. And I saw Cheray tweet on Twitter talking about some, give her a tomato instead of a peach. Girl. Oh, wow. Okay. She says, I'm throwing tomatoes at you because you whack. Whoa, 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 whoa. So Cheray says Drew lives for her. And I said, honestly, I feel like y'all live for each other. I do. I think y'all live for each other. I don't think it's just one-sided. So Cheray says that Drew always fighting. Every time they link up, she's fighting with somebody. And it's like, yeah, but I don't think Drew always start those situations. I feel like other people start stuff with her. Okay, so I feel like she just gets in with, she just get with y'all. That's just what it is, just like you would get with them. So that's just what I think. I don't think she always starts stuff. You know what I'm saying? What else? So Drew tells her maybe, I think she started to talk about the things that Fatum did when she pulled the police report or not police report, but the background checks and stuff, start pulling up information. Cause then Sheray's like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Am I talking to Danielle? Am I talking to this person? Am I or whatever? And then Drew says something about her old age and maybe she doesn't remember. And that's when Cheray had to clap off on her and let her know, girl, you better hope when you get to this age, you look as good as me. And I'm like, Cheray, I'm hoping when I get to that age, I look as good as you. Can you drop the doctor, please, ma'am? Can you stop holding him close to your vest? Now, I do know that black does not crack, but I also know that black gets a little tuck here and there. You know what I'm saying? A little tip there and a tip there. And I'm just asking that you drop when it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave the earth without giving us that information is all we saying, okay? Give us she by the doctor, okay? Whoever the doctor is, girl, let us know, okay? Because you do look good, and you can also, drop whatever meal plan if you're gonna be doing she by Cheray. You can let us know about it too, girl, okay? Because you definitely look good. I will give you that, but I also feel like you had a little help. You had a little help, and it's okay because you look good, okay? What else happened? So when it's time to sing to Cheray, they asked Drew. Kandi asked Drew to sing to Cheray, and Drew didn't want to do it, but she did, y'all. Drew really, in my opinion, I feel like Drew really does want to be friends with Cheray. She does, but she got to keep up for the show. So she does sing to her, and I think Drew did a really good job when she sung to Miss Girl. She did a good job, and that was it. Sonja decides she's gonna come out there and bring out her rules and let people know what they can and cannot do. I think what was one of them? She said something about wearing water friendly hair or something like that. And she had some other stuff on her list that I actually checked out because I was like, Sonja, girl, we didn't need this list. How you gonna plan this trip and then tell these people how they gonna be and how they can't be, and everything on this list they finna do the opposite? So we shall see. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying before I hop off this thing, honey. This was a cute little quick live, girl. This was a cute little quick one. Let's see here. It was rude, but I was with Kenya because she's not she's not the only single person. I hope she stressed that what was a couple. Oh, you hope that she stressed that it was a couple's trip to the two single itches next to her. Ooh, exactly. And when Marlo was sitting up there talking about some Kenya mad because she knows she ain't got nobody to bring. Marlo, you ain't got nobody either. You're not going to bring no man on this show. You've never brought a man on this show. Of course, you've been a friend of the show, but you're never going to do that. I will be shocked the day that I see Marlo bring a man on this show. I will be shocked. I agree with Todd too. It's smart to have them get the money over time. Yes, it is. That's smart to me. As you grow and learn, you become more financially literate, correct. Yep, I agree with Todd. That's how a lot of people set up the trust for their kids. Give them certain amounts over a period of time. It only just makes sense to me. And I also feel like you don't know who you're going to meet at a later time. You just don't know who you're going to meet. You may get with some man, and all because of who you are, your status or whatever, and he probably gonna be trying to dip into your funds, and then when you look up you ain't got nothing, or when y'all get married he probably and y'all decide if y'all ever get a divorce, he's gonna be trying to probably dip into them funds and get some of your money out, the money that your family done left for you. So yeah, I think it is smart. I think when Todd gave this conversation or whatever, when he talked about this to the kids, he should have kind of like laid everything out so they could see where he was coming from. At least that's what I think. I had to fast forward Marlo and her fake tears. Kenya ain't have to hang up, and y'all won't have either ask a follow-up question or say I won't be going. Skip right to the hang up. Y'all rude. You're right. I mean, I probably would have asked her one more question, girl. I ain't mind her hanging up in her face though. But I probably would have been like, okay, girl, what else? What you want? I'm over here. I'm talking to Kandi. Which one? I probably would have rushed her off the phone though. What you want? Oh, okay, all right then. Thanks. But she could have texted that woman. She could have texted that lady. Riley is very spoiled, okay? But Kayla shouldn't have to work like a slave when her father has money, period. And I feel like Kandi probably thinks she can't say a whole lot. I feel like Kandi has tried to say something to Todd about that, but I don't think it ever goes anywhere because, of course, that's his child. And she, I think, limits herself on what she can say because she doesn't want him to dictate how she handles her own child. And so, yeah. He wants Kayla to break her back before she gets anything. I don't understand it. He wants her to get it like he got it. I don't know. I don't get tired. Riley didn't know how to, and that she was supposed to clean a tub. She should definitely be working for the trust fund. Wow. I hope she know how to clean one now that she living in her own apartment up there in New York. I think Kayla is going to be better for it. I hope that she is giving some money though. Yeah, me too. The trip is for their significant others or friends. However, Ken didn't give her the opportunity. Sonja, low to high key, deserved it. We on the same page. Todd is ridiculous at times. He thinks Kenya in daddy daycare. What? Oh, he talking about, you say, you mean, I'm talking about Kenya. You said Kayla. Okay, got you. I'm sure Kayla not working like a slave. Calm down. I feel like she probably is. The way Todd be saying it, I feel like she probably is working like a slave. But she is working in production. I think they said. I think she was trying to do fashion at one point, and now she's in production. It's the frustrating part of knowing Blaze and Ace will be raised having access and privilege because Kandi is their mom, and Kayla will have to work for whatever she wants. Whew. Well, I don't know, because Todd is their daddy. So I wonder how their parenting is with those two and what Kandi bends on or what Todd bends on. But you could be right. I believe Todd and Kandi are going to clash later when the little kids get older. We'll see. Yeah, I'm sure Kayla has it good as well. Not to mention, I'm sure Todd got her into production. You know what? You're right. I'm sure he probably got her into production. I'm sure. What y'all think Mama Joyce was sitting at home saying to herself while watching that scene? Oh, I don't know what Miss Mama Joyce was saying. She probably was clapping her hands when she told Todd to write a whole different, when Todd told Kandi to write a whole different structure. Because if Miss Mama Joyce is still left, if Kandi goes before Mama Joyce, she damn sure ain't gonna want Todd dispersing no money out to her in a limited capacity. So she probably was glad. I love that scene with Todd and Kandi in that office. I do like them together. Agreed. Let's see. Kayla is always traveling. I follow her on IG. Okay, I think Todd wants her to work more because people are always talking about him and Kandi money. So he may not want her to get accustomed. Yeah, that could be one of the reasons. The difference is Mayetta is already known. Fatum was trying to create a moment. Ooh. Well, then there's that. Okay, there's that. That's why Miss Mayetta is able to just sit up there and just be cute. All right, and not be bothered by the ladies, honey. I'm surprised too, Jamie. That would be a good look for Kenya. I think it would sell. Her home is beautiful. I think so too. She need to come up with something, some type of chairs or something, girl. She need to get it together. She should have started that a long time ago, to be honest, because it definitely would have sold. And I don't know if any other housewife has tapped into that type of thing, like home decor, like a home decor line or something. I don't think, and you know what, Kenya, you don't even really got to start your own. You could just partner with somebody that already got theirs and they can do like a Kenya collection. Like, just go partner with a company and get your coin. She said on Twitter, her home design Reno show is coming. Okay, renovation. So, okay. I wonder which platform she gonna bring it to. I just popped in to say, hey, real quick, I'm at Walmart. Okay, then, girl, yes, catch the playback, honey. Don't be in Walmart too long, girl. Okay, because what time is it, girl? You going in the evening. Ooh, girl, I don't need, girl. If I got to go, I'm going early in the morning, girl. If not, whatever Target got, it's just, if they ain't got it, they ain't got it. They just ain't got it. Because I don't be liking Walmart like that. You know what I'm saying, girl? They just now starting to get it together. With the fixing the buggies. I remember I couldn't go on Walmart without like all of the buggies shook. All of them made damn noise, girl. Then the lines used to be long. Then they finally got about 2 little self-checkouts. Now they expanding with a whole 2 sides with about 12 self-checkout lanes. Finally, girl, girl, don't get me started. Just hurry up and get up out of there, girl. What else is going on before I hop up off here? Todd probably don't want to spoil his daughter out of fear. Mama Joyce is gonna have something else to say. Okay. Sonja's rules was you not getting out of activities on this trip for your hair. And don't show your ass in front of these sponsors. Gotcha. That's what them rules was about for real. Not a friendship contract. You think it was given a friendship contract? Ooh, well, we'll see. I mean, Sonja does give us a little bit of Cynthia, but late Cynthia, not beginning Cynthia, because I feel like beginning Cynthia was a bit hesitant to say what was on her mind and stuff. She's giving us the more recent Cynthia. Right. Used to be like 2 registers open, girl, line all the way back into women's clothing. Do you hear what I say? Girl, all the way back. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Girl, I will only go in there in the morning time. In the morning, in and out, in and out. Kenya can get with Peter and Apollo. What happened to their home improvement show? No, ma'am. Let them stay where they at. Peter and Apollo, that'll be Peter and Apollo home improvements. Yeah, stay over there. She don't need to go over there. Don't go mess your good name up with these men. No, ma'am. Don't do that. It's y'all in the comments talking about how y'all can't stand Walmart, girl. I will go to Target in a second. Do you hear me? Why? Don't thank you for the super chat, Phil. Don't compare Sonja to Cynthia's blasphemy. Listen, why? They got a little bit of similarities, a little bit. Just you know what I'm saying, like personality, how they handle situations, like, you know, not really wanting to make you mad, but you know what I'm saying? It's just so funny when I think about it, how Sonja approached Kenya when it came down to Kenya hanging up in her face, y'all, and she delicately handled Kenya. But when it came to Drew really ain't even do nothing to this woman, and she just started going off on her. Interesting. Pick me. That's what it's giving. All right, you guys, this was cute. I thank you guys so much for watching, honey. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Be sure to like the video, all that other great stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.